we help with the officers by providing the accurate and timely information that they're needing to help them with their reports. Accuracy is important with the work that we do because the smallest mistake, it could hinder an investigation. So when people come to the window and they're stressed and confused, I think the number one thing is to listen to what their concern or their problem is, and then try to either help them if we can in this office or point them into the direction to where they can get the help that they're looking for.
The identification has 3 levels of examiners with different levels of training and certifications. The fingerprint technician ones, such as myself, examine the ridge detail in the first joint of your hands. Technician 2s are qualified to examine the first joint in the hand. Our supervisor, which is the latent examiner, is qualified to examine the full palmar surface. Fingerprints are not only taken for identification of the arrestees, but they're extremely important to our latent examiner supervisor who works directly with the Criminal Investigation Division. So the fingerprinting process allows our latent examiner to examine and compare to the fingerprints taken during a process. And this process is also important because it can help identify a person of interest for the investigator.
I think probably the most common misconception is that all we do here is we just obtain people's fingerprints and that's it, when there's actually a lot more to that process. We actually have to go through 12-week Henry identification classification training to be able to do our job.
I enjoy the job that we're doing is that knowing that what we do, it makes the community and the city a safer place to live.
Being able to help identify persons of interest in murder cases, etc. I also like being able to identify if someone is an unknown deceased person. I like to be able to identify that person so that their family can have closure.